Hi everyone, it's Delusion Dispeller, and I'm live. I think this is my last night that I can't use the live stream chat, the StreamYard chat, I mean. So I'm using this for now, but I think, is it tomorrow or the next day I will be able to actually use live stream? Yeah, I think it's going to be on the next day. Anyway, tomorrow will be the Through Thick and Thin Goal Gainer group. Probably around 6 or 7. I'm not sure yet. I'll try to do a promo before it so y'all know. Anyhow, it was a very, very, very busy day today. I didn't realize it was going to be as busy as it was, but it was busy all day long. I did no tutoring whatsoever. I will not do any tutoring till tomorrow night because, of course, tomorrow is my Sabbath day. I really am confused because I felt like today was a Saturday all day because we really didn't do any work. And it was just kind of weird to not do any work. But it was kind of nice too. I don't know what is on my hands, some kind of stain. I'm not sure. Anyway, so I just came on to say hi and let you know what's going on. And I've decided to, hi Martha Lee, welcome back. I decided to make my channel, well, not make my channel, but add something to my channel. I'm going to start once a week, probably on Friday nights, just sharing some things that God has done for me during the week. Some praise reports, as we call it. Thanksgivings, if you don't believe in the praise report thing. And I have a few to share with you today. So today I woke up, Matthew and I went to his diabetes meeting, and it went really well. It wasn't like a group, which is really boring. If you've ever been to a diabetes type meeting where there's a bunch of people gathered around the table asking questions and learning all the boring garbage about diabetes, I've been through at least 4 of those that I can think of with my ex-husband and at least one with this current husband. And they're boring as heck. It's like watching paint dry. You do learn a little bit of stuff, but honestly, after like the second meeting, you're like, oh gosh, not this again. So I was kind of dreading going to it. And Matthew's like, well, I think I'm supposed to go there. I'm meant to be there. I really do believe he was meant to be there. It was a one-on-one session. Well, one with 2 of us. And it was actually very interesting. I learned quite a bit. I was able to ask questions like about my own eating habits and stuff too. So that was helpful. But Matthew learned a little bit more about how he needs to eat and about some medicine that he could be taking that will help curb his appetite. And they actually use it for dieters too. And no, I'm not going to take the medicine, but it was still interesting to know there is such a thing. Because any of you that have diabetes and take metformin, maybe you have like major crazy food cravings, like you always want to be eating. That's pretty much my husband. And I always thought it was just a lack of self-control. Turns out it's not. It's the stupid metformin that does that. It triggers probably a thing in the brain that makes you want to eat and eat constantly. So we learned about the fact that there's another pill. Only problem is, according to this dietitian lady, she said she might have a hard time convincing Matthew's doctor to let him take the pill. So it might take him talking to his doctor and her talking to the doctor to get her to agree to it. So we'll see how that all goes down. I don't know. Anyway, so it was interesting learning about that. And then after that, we took Bobo Kitty to the vet. We have changed Bobo's name officially to Bobo Silver. Matthew wanted to name Bobo Silver, and I said, well, we've already been calling him Bobo. He said, well, then maybe he wanted to have it Silver Bobo. But I said, I'd go with Bobo Silver. So Bobo Silver is his name because he is a silver cat. He's really not gray. He is literally silver if you look at him. He has a shine about him, like across the whole top of his body, that makes him literally look silver. So Bobo Silver is his official name. We got him microchipped today. So yes, we're keeping him. So all of you that were worried about losing our Bobo, we're keeping him. He's ours. He got tested for feline leukemia today. He's fine. He has none of the cat diseases, no feline leukemia, none of the other tests or none of the other diseases they test them for. He has none of them. He is fine. Clean bill of health as far as that goes. We found out that one of the reasons he may be peeing everywhere, including on my leg, is he had crystals in his urine. So he is on a low magnesium, low ash diet now. He has to eat special. He's not? What's he on? Matthew said that's not true, so he's going to come and set me straight on this.
He has some crystals in his pee.
Yeah.
But she thinks one of the reasons that he might possibly be doing that is because there's not enough litter boxes.
All right. Well, she mentioned a couple things. She said we need another litter box. So we got another litter box. And free-flowing water, like a water fountain. So we got the cats like a little tiny water fountain type thing. It's not a typical fountain that like squirts the water up and over, which I was kind of disappointed about because I thought it was. But it's a nice fountain. It's just a little one. And they can get clean water, and it goes through a filter, and it's nice. Martha Lee says, hi, Matthew.
Yeah.
Whoa, man, dude, you just burped, and I think the whole earth died. What?
I don't tell all the people on your lives about your stinky butt. Why you gotta tell them about my stinky breath?
You know what?
Had it, honey. Feel the muscle.
Honey, that's a fat belly that ate
It's
too
not
much
fat,
tonight.
honey, it's muscle.
Okay.
Feel it. Feel that muscle.
Yeah, okay. I'm impressed with your muscle, honey. I'm going to have to demuscle myself tomorrow after what I ate today.
Feel
That's
the pregnant
for sure.
belly, honey. You see? I'm pregnant. Look.
Yeah, honey, you're pregnant. Okay. Yeah, it's Matthew's little secret. Don't spread it around YouTube that he's pregnant.
It wants inside, honey.
Oh my gosh. Well, let her in the other way through this window.
I don't think I can get over that window.
You're not even trying.
There's a bunch of crap in the way.
Okay.
I'll let her in through the door.
All right, that's fine. Just call her. I'm sure she'll come. Meech, Daddy's going to call you the other way to the door. There she goes. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, it's Goofy Matthew. We all love him, don't we? All right. So after the kitty appointment. Okay, well, at the kitty appointment, it was supposed to cost like $260 something. Now we have care credit. Not the point though. Because every bit we pay for the cat, that's less we can pay on bills, etc. You know the drill. So the lady's like, she's like, wait a minute. And she's like typing up the bill and whatever. She goes, huh, that's interesting. It's like, what? How much is it? And she said, well, it was going to be 260 something, but now it's like 140. And I'm like, how did that happen? She's like, somehow you ended up with a credit on here. I don't know if something went wrong or they overcharged you or what happened, but your bill's 140. I'm like, whoa, yes, Lord. We just saved like $80 on our cat bill. God is so good. That's all I can say. Favor, favor, favor. That's what we call it, getting favor from the Lord. And we got it for sure today. All right, so then we got the Frozen 2 Frozen 2 movie, and we watched that, and it was actually a really good movie. I highly recommend. I think it was a really good movie. Then let's see. As I'm watching Frozen, we were in the middle of it. I get a text message from my former brother-in-law. When are you coming to visit Celestino? Are you guys still planning on coming out? That's my ex-husband. I told you he had a learning disability. Well, I don't think it was just that he had a learning disability when I was married to him. I'm pretty sure he had the start of dementia when I was married to him, because what I saw tonight when we went to visit him was just a magnification of that. The man told me about 2 guitars 5 different times, and what he told me about them was 5 different stories. He told me that his ex-girlfriend stole his other guitars. Then he told me that he actually made one of the guitars. He told us different costs that the guitars were worth, like different prices. Oh, this guitar here, it's worth $5,000. The next time he told the story, this guitar here is worth $2,000. And he changed his story constantly. He's been diagnosed with dementia. And he definitely has dementia. If I ever doubted it before, I know he does now. And I'm pretty darn sure he had it when I was married to him, which would explain when the alleged attack on the young girl happened and he was in jail. And I went to visit him every month or every week or however often it was. Every single time he changed the story of what happened and what he supposedly did to this person. And I never understood that, and now I get it. It was dementia. It was early onset dementia. That's what they do. They tell the same story over and over, or they change the details of the story every time they tell it. And it is like me, who I don't like repetition, as y'all know. But this man repeats and repeats and repeats stuff and keeps circling back around to the same thing. He cannot let go of his past ex-girlfriend who put him in prison to begin with. He's like, I have mixed feelings. I feel angry, and then I feel free and relieved. And he must have said that like at least 10 times tonight. Hi, Grandma Ducky. And yeah, he definitely has dementia. Definitely. I feel like a real louse, to be honest with you, because I do not handle dementia patients well at all because I hate repetition. And I can't stand hearing the same story over and over with details changed. It just gets annoying to me. That's why I'm not in that field working with people like that. It's hard for me. I lasted about a couple hours, maybe 2.5 hours. And then I told Matthew, we really got to get home. You got to work in the morning and I got stuff I got to do. And so we took our leave. But honestly, I don't know. I really thought when I saw him, it would be hard seeing him like that after a couple years in prison because I thought it really messed him up. But honestly, I don't think he's any more messed up, not to the extreme level I thought, than what he was. So, well, good, Grandma Ducky. Maybe I need to talk to you because I don't honestly know how to handle it. I just listened to him and I said, oh, really? You know, I engaged him in conversation. But I felt like I was listening to lie after lie after lie. But to him, he was convinced that it was the truth every time he told it. He built a brand new guitar himself. I remember putting the pegs on it. I love the holes. That's my favorite part. And it's like, you didn't build the guitar, dude. I didn't tell him that. I'm just telling you that. He did not build the guitar. And then he told us that when he goes out sometimes, he puts the guitar in the bottom drawer. This file cabinet, the drawer was only this big. You can't put a guitar in there. It doesn't fold up, people. It doesn't. Guitars do not fold to fit in drawers. I can't. Seriously. I don't know. It just was rough. It was really rough. You just go with it. Exactly. And I did. I did. That's exactly what I did, Grandma Ducky. Told him it was beautiful. And then when he pulled out his guitars for the 5th time, I didn't show you my guitars, did I? Did you see I got 2 guitars here? And then the first story was his girlfriend took and sold his ex-girlfriend took and sold his other guitars. The next story was, I have more guitars. She has them. I couldn't anymore. It was like, I can't. Anyway, and it wasn't just the guitars, it was everything. It was every topic tonight. And circle around and around, back to the same topic for hours. I couldn't anymore. It was like, I just feel awful right now that I'm even saying it, but I can't. Yeah, you can't force them to reality orientate. That's cruel. Yeah, fantasy conversation and many different types of conversations, many different ones. But it's interesting because while they're telling the story to them, it's very real in that moment. And then the next moment, they tell the same thing, but with totally different details. At least this is what he was doing. He told us a story about how 5 o'clock in the morning, he walked down this big long road. And I'm talking a big long road, like miles and miles. The next story, he told us a cop talked to him and pulled him over and told him to walk over to the car so he could ask him questions. And he told him, "You can't be out right now walking, sir. It's early in the morning." And he's like, I was so upset at that cop. I was like, "What are you messing with me for?" And he's in his 50s. He started with a learning disability, but he has been through a lot of trauma. He was locked up in jail originally. Then he got out, and then he hooked up with this girlfriend that's an alcoholic who was abusive to him, which I'm sure put him down further into dementia. And then she calls the police on him, and he gets thrown in prison for 2 years when it was really her abusing him. It was bad. It was a real bad situation. Anyway, yeah, and then the next story was he walked and it was in the middle of the night. Yeah, well, he didn't say I built it. The first time he pulled out the guitars and just showed them to us, said guess how much they were worth. The first one was worth 5,000 and the second one was worth 2,000. Then the next time he put them back away, then he pulls them back out. He goes, "Did I show you my guitars? Guess how much they're worth?" And I'm like, "I don't know, 2,000." "No, are you kidding? $7,000. And this one worth $10,000. Then the third time he tells me, "This guitar, it's got a broken string. My ex-girlfriend broke it. And this guitar, I built this one myself." And I'm sitting there going, "Oh my God, I just heard 5 stories about the same 2 guitars." And he's like, "Did I show you my guitars?" "Yeah, you did, like about 4 times already. But okay. Okay, we'll go with that. Yeah, that's nice. Beautiful guitars." I mean, I played along with it. I did. I'm not going to make him feel bad. I wouldn't do that. I'm not like that. I'm just telling y'all how hard that was. And then he had a bump on his wrist, like right here. Pretty sure it was just his bone. He said his ex-girlfriend hit him with a broomstick while he was sleeping when he was living with her. Then 5 minutes later, he came back to this. "You know how I got this?" "Yeah, your girlfriend hit you with a broomstick?" "No, I slammed it in a door." "Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. I bet it hurts." "No, not really. Sometimes." Then another 5 minutes later passes. He banged it on something. And it's just, it wasn't just 1 or 2 things. It was everything. It was his hand. It was the walk. It was the guitars. It was where he put stuff in his bedroom. And it went on for 2.5 hours. And Matthew handles it so much better than I do. I admit there are things that I have a drawback on, and this would be one of them. I just can't with that. I can't. I could not work in a hospital with dementia patients. No, not with the way I have trouble handling repetition. I could not do it. But I remember going and seeing him in jail, like I said, and every story was different, and now I get it. So if for no other reason I went to visit him, it was to make a realization to myself that, hey, this dude probably had dementia. When you were trying to talk to him and get a straight story out of him, he probably had dementia even then. Probably through our whole marriage, which wasn't very long. That explains a lot, you know? Anyway, so that's how my night pretty much ended. And we ended up ordering a pizza after I just had a keto pizza hours before that. So tomorrow I'm going to be exercising my tail end off and eating super, super healthy. Because I was so naughty today, people. So naughty. Hi, Meech. Come on. Come on, Meech. I know. Anyway, I think my chat froze again. Because I'm staring at the same message I was staring at before. Unless y'all are just sitting there listening. Might meet me. Meech. Oh, there we go. Martha Lee said kitty. Now I see. Maybe you guys just weren't chatting. Okay. That's fine. Oh, anyway, so that was my evening. And I saw my former brother-in-law. He came, said thanks for coming, and talked to me a little bit about the car and my job. And his wife came in, my former sister-in-law, said that there's a job opening somewhere, but I bet it's far away because she thinks I like driving long distances for some reason. Okay, Grandma Ducky, I will check it out. Yeah, meow meow. So now we are the happy, proud owners of 3 kitty cats. And one is definitely legally ours, and that would be Bobo Silver. That's Bobo's new name, everybody. Bobo Silver. Matthew likes the silver part. Oh, Mommy Mars, I'm sorry. I hope you'll do something like legally about it and investigate what the heck went on with that. Because that person does not sound legit to me. And by the way, I'm not staying on here very long. The most I will last tonight is maybe 11 o'clock. I'm not even making a guarantee of that. I'm very tired. It's been a very busy day. Tomorrow I get to take it easy, but I got to take Matthew to work early in the morning because he works tomorrow. Hi, Country Shades. But the car is doing well. It's handling very well on the road. Nice, smooth ride, I'm happy to say. Meet you. Anyway, I don't know. I guess that's it, y'all, honestly. What? She's just old? Okay. I got you. That happens. We all get there. No, I did not get my laundry done. We did not even attempt to do laundry. I mean, we still have clothes that we're wearing that are clean, so there's not like a major hurry. Eventually it'll get done. We haven't really had extra, money to do that. So it didn't get done yet. Someday. We did get some gas for the truck. Matthew attempted to put some in the truck. No, I do too, Grandma Ducky. I love to fold laundry, Grandma Ducky. Love it. I think I applied for a cleaner's job too. I didn't hear back though. You good girl, me. So Bobo is on an antibiotic and a painkiller now. He takes them in the daytime, and I think he takes the antibiotic twice a day, maybe. It's kitty amoxicillin. Yeah, I wasn't even going to come on live tonight because I am so tired, but I decided to. Spray some in the carburetor? Really? Huh. Oh, thanks, Martha Lee. We're blessed to have him too. And honestly, he was so good at the vet. And that chipping process is brutal. He did not like that. I don't know what they do, but it wasn't comfortable for him. And I felt awful for him. It almost made me wish I hadn't chipped him, to be honest. But they did the feline leukemia test and checked him out, looked at his boo-boo, poked around, took some blood. Everything is good for him. Normal, other than the crystals in the urine. So we got to give him Fancy Feast cat food. So he's on soft food now, canned food. Oh, thank you, Grandma Ducky. I'll check it out. So yeah, I probably will shoot more towards 10:30 here because I'm getting tired right now. Yeah, Bobo Silver is his full name now. So yeah, I'll stay on for a couple more minutes and then I'm going to go to bed. Yeah, I can't, Martha Lee. It was so hard. It just hurt my heart every time he would like, you know. But we got him chipped so that he's officially ours. We don't ever have to worry about, if somebody takes him and whatever and they find out he's chipped, then they have to relinquish him. But hopefully that will never happen. Oh, wow, Martha Lee, I can't imagine. That's really hard. But tomorrow I will be back with the Through Thick and Thin Goal Gainer groups for those of you that are trying to lose weight. We will talk more about that tomorrow. Okay. Thank you, Grandma Ducky. Have a good night. And we're almost out of February, y'all. Thanks, Martha Lee. It's almost February, and all is well. And February was a very interesting month. March, we'll see how that goes. Got a couple birthdays in March. Matthew's birthday's coming up in March. My granddaughter's birthday's coming up in March. So, yep, marching on to March. And I'm hoping by the end of March to be at my 190 pounds. It's my goal. I'm also setting a goal in my kitchen of having all the dishes done and off the counter, or at least in the dish pan or sink, but not up on my counter. Because I moved that one table that was near the window. I took it totally out of there to free up my kitchen space. And that meant that I had to get all the dishes done. But right now I just stacked them on the side counter because I ran out of hot water like usual when I was doing dishes today. So new goal is to get that counter cleared off and stay cleared off. Anyway, weight loss counter down to 190 pounds by the end of March. That's the plan. All right, I'm going to bed, guys. I can't stay awake anymore, but I just wanted to come on and say hey and kind of let you know what was going on. So from now on Fridays, we will have a Friday praise-a-thon, basically, where people just come and tell the good things that are going on in their life, whether you believe in God or providence or the universe or the sun, moon, and stars, whatever. You can come in and tell what you're thankful for, what's gone right for you that week, whatever. All right, I think it'll be fun, a good addition to my room. But now, before my eyes roll back in my head and I fall off the chair, I'm going to get going. I love y'all. God bless, and I'll see you soon.